Welcome to the Vegan Menopause Podcast. My name is Anna Peltzer. I am a menopause coach, a meditation instructor, and I'm here to talk about how to navigate perimenopause holistically from a vegan perspective, using meditation, mindset, and nutrition tips to help you have the best possible experience with menopause. Hi, and welcome to episode 3. This episode is about brain fog and how to support brain health. Brain fog is a feeling of being a bit spacey, less mentally sharp. You could be forgetting things or thinking a little more slowly, feel distracted or not multitask as well as usual. When I was in my 20s, I could work or study until 10 p.m. But now 8 p.m. is definitely my cutoff. Even 7 can be pushing it sometimes. The other night I was making lunch for my husband to take to work the next day. It was 8:30 p.m. And then after I had put all his food in the bag, I started to carry it over to him to where he sat in the living room, instead of just putting it in the fridge for him to take to work the next day. And also I double-checked his lunch bag and noticed that in addition to the daikon radish slices I had put in for a snack, I'd also put the entire rest of the daikon root in his lunch bag, which was quite a big chunk of daikon, instead of just putting it in the fridge. I mean, if I do anything after 8 p.m., I really need to double check it. I'm a total morning person. I wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. usually, and I think I do my best work at that time. But after 8 p.m., I enter the brain fog. So the brain is affected during perimenopause. We have estrogen receptors in our brains, and with the decrease in estrogen, some of the structures of the brain are affected, involving memory, learning, planning, reasoning, and attention. Estrogen is also tied to memory and language. So it could be that sometimes when you struggle to remember a word, but you might remember just the first letter of the word, or feel like that word is on the tip of your tongue but you can't quite get it, you could be experiencing a hormonal fluctuation. Estrogen also has neuroprotective effects, so it can help protect our brain cells. Both estrogen and progesterone have anti-inflammatory effects in the brain, and inflammation can cause things like Alzheimer's. Estrogen and progesterone help with brain cell production and maintain the blood-brain barrier. So when hormone levels fluctuate, that can affect our cognition and mood. It can also affect our sleep, which can have even more of a negative effect. All brains change with age, but not everyone will have problems with memory or thinking. For me, even though my short-term memory is not as sharp as it was sometimes, I feel like I make up for that in my wisdom and life experiences and have way more knowledge now that has accumulated over the years. So what can help with cognitive changes? Some exercise, a short walk can make a huge difference. Making lists or reminders. I have so many sticky notes personally. Mindfulness, like putting your attention in different parts of your body, and meditation uses your brain in different ways. And push yourself out of your comfort zone. For example, people think crossword puzzles are really good for brain health, but if you do crossword puzzles every day, it's probably not very challenging anymore. I remember doing a crossword puzzle book and seeing the same clues over and over, and so I got quite fast at doing the crossword puzzles because I had memorized certain answers. So if you enjoy word games, try different ones. If you always go for the same walk, try taking that walk in reverse for a different perspective, or try a different walk. Learn some new dance moves, use your body in different ways. I'm learning Arabic right now, and let me tell you, it is not easy learning Arabic in your late 40s. The letters are different, they go in a different direction, the whole sentence structure is different, and it is a huge challenge for the brain. Sleep is very important. I think we've all experienced brain fog when we haven't had enough sleep. Nutritionally, we should be looking at decreasing inflammation and giving the brain the nutrients it needs. Less processed foods, more fruits and veggies, things that don't come out of a package. Lots of fiber. So again, fruits and veggies, whole grains. Veganism is amazing for fiber. Protein is essential for tissue and cell repair and the production of brain chemicals. A Harvard study in 2022 found that for every 5% of calories that come from plant protein instead of carbohydrates, there was a 26% lower risk for developing dementia. And here's a quote: "Beans and legumes had the strongest protective association. Peas and lima beans in particular were associated with a 28% lower risk of cognitive decline for every additional 3 servings per week." That's only 3 servings per week of peas and lima beans to lower the cognitive decline risk by 28%. That's amazing. And healthy fats are also super important. Your brain really depends on fats because it is made of fatty tissue. So we need omega-3s like flax, hemp, walnuts, chia, and seeds, nuts, olives, and of course avocados are great too. Now, if you're really feeling more than just a little bit forgetful, I do encourage you to get a health assessment in case it is an issue of more than just a perimenopausal brain fog. This would be if you're experiencing general confusion, forget the way to a place you go all the time, can't remember things like how to button your shirt or how to do everyday tasks. If things like that are happening, then please see a medical professional. So to summarize, for brain health, mindfulness and meditation are great. Challenging your brain with new activities, learning new things, eating whole foods, fiber, protein, plant protein is very important, and healthy fats. If you enjoyed this episode and are interested in one-on-one coaching, please feel free to book a 30-minute Menopause Empowerment Call with me, and I would love it if you would leave a review or share this with someone who could benefit from it. I'm also open to suggestions for future episodes. You can always email me a suggestion or send a DM on Instagram. Thank you so much for listening.